Everybody, my name is Jen McDonald, and I'm the coordinator of orientation and transition at UA Little Rock. And today I have directors of advising with me to help you through the process of new student onboarding and registering for classes. So at this point, I want to introduce you to the professionals.
Hi, I'm Sam DeVilbus, and I'm the Director of Trojan Academic Advising. We advise a lot of the first-year students on campus, and so I wanted to give just a brief overview of what advising is going to look like. Basically, the first-year students are going to register for orientation. That's step one. Step two is to complete pre-advising on Blackboard, and in the same place where you register for orientation, there are videos that will actually walk you step by step through the process of doing that. And then step three is you're going to get advised for your classes by your advisor who will reach out to you. And so for transfer students, registering for orientation and completing pre-advising are optional, but being advised is never optional. And so the other directors of student services are going to talk a little more about that process.
Hello, I am Chiquetta Jackson, the Director for Student Services in the College of Business, Health, and Human Services. We have 6 departments: business, audiology and speech pathology, counseling, human performance and rehabilitation, criminal justice, nursing, and social work. These programs are designed to educate, inspire, and prepare you for a fulfilling career. We also deal with freshman students pre-admits to programs such as nursing and social work. And the transfer students that we deal with have more than 45 hours in which you will be directed to your departmental advisor for all the 6 departments that we have, including business, audiology, speech pathology, counseling, criminal justice, nursing, and social work. I am looking forward to seeing you on campus fall semester. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Hoggenberry. I'm the Director of Student Services for the College of Humanities, Arts, Social Sciences, and Education. So we have kind of a split advising model within our college. Some of our students will be ready to go right to their faculty advisor for certain programs, and I, as Director of Student Services, help get students connected to their faculty advisor. We also have a team of professional advisors. They advise for our 3 education programs: elementary education, middle childhood education, and special education. They also advise for our Bachelor of Applied Science students and our interdisciplinary studies online. So just to make this a simple process, each week I will check a list of students who are recently admitted into the college, as well as a list of students who have recently completed the orientation online. And then I will reach out to you and help you get connected to the appropriate advisor. We look forward to having you here with us soon.
Hi, I'm Erin Flowers. I'm the Director of Student Services for the Donaghy College of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. You can just call it STEM College. We don't get to see freshmen as for advising, but I'm here for all students, regardless of what classification you are. And then each Monday, I will send out an email to welcome you to the college. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies, very much. So orientation, you can see that it's just the beginning of the process to register for classes. If you're a freshman, you must register for orientation at ualr.edu/new students. And then, as Samantha said, we would go next to the Blackboard pre-advising module so that you know what to expect for your advising session. Now, once you get past that, you get to see all the rest of these lovely ladies and get into your major specific classes and learn the things you really want to, right? So next, we just want to talk to you a little bit about next steps as a student. So what else can you do, right? If you want to take a virtual tour of campus, even though you can't physically come, we still want to see you. You can actually go to ualr.edu/visit, and you can take a virtual tour of campus with admissions. Our orientation leaders also join us, so it's a cool opportunity to meet other students. Now, another thing that you can do is join us for our Instagram live sessions. We do these every Wednesday at 1 p.m. So in the past, we've done campus living. We've talked with Student Experience Center and talked a little bit about what you can do on campus. but also just new student steps, advising, getting registered for classes, and all the important things you need to know. You can also get your Trojan ID here on campus at the Donaghy Student Center. You do need to be enrolled in classes, but you just have to go to the Donaghy Student Center, first floor, and then you can go to the conference services area. You can also get your parking pass online. So it's just a form you go to through public safety, and then that way you have your parking pass ready for fall. Now, Welcome Week is going to be coming up, and we're pretty excited about that because that's going to be the first opportunity we get to hang out with you. So you can start Welcome Week activities, pencil it in for August 24th, and we'll go through the whole first week through August 28th. So up next, let's ask some more questions to our academic people who know everything you need to know about advising. All right, so Sam, give us a little bit of an overview. How do new student freshmen get advised for classes?
Sure. So the process, like I said, it starts by registering for orientation. And the reason that that step is really important is because students provide a lot of important information in that registration process. So you provide information about what class credit you're coming in, what your major is, basically just all of the information that advisors need to know in order to really be able to give you a personalized advising appointment when they reach out to you. And then step two, pre-advising is really important because it goes over a lot of things you need to know in order to understand your degree and how to really schedule your classes and sort of understand why you're taking what you're taking. So it will talk about what makes up your degree program. It will talk about what academic resources we have on campus. It will talk about how to use all the different systems, so helping you learn how to use Blackboard, but also BOSS and other systems that you use to get registered for classes, and then to be able to keep track of what you're doing throughout your 4 years here on campus. So it's all really important information. And then when you get into your advising appointment, your advisor is going to make sure that you know how to use those systems. They're going to talk with you about your interests, about your career goals, and help to identify the classes that are going to be most appropriate for you to help you stay on track in earning your degree in the amount of time that you want to earn it in. So that first advising appointment is really important. And then later on in future appointments, if you're advised in the Trojan Academic Advising Center, we're also going to help you explore careers, explore your interests, make sure you're really solid about your major, and that you're taking all the courses that are going to help you not just get your degree, but do whatever it is you want to do after you finish that degree.
On mute. That was awesome. And a lot of students change their major multiple times. That's not unusual. So the fact that they offer that opportunity to explore different career options, you should definitely take it. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate that. All right, let's ask a fun question. Let's get to know y'all a little bit. So what is your favorite place on campus?
I'll go first. We have a computer lab on the first floor of the EIT building. And it's not what you'd think of as a computer lab. It's not a quiet space to go study. It is a place to go do homework, to talk with your friends, to play video games, to watch movies. And so it's just jam-packed all the time with students. And I just love to walk through there and see everybody.
My favorite parts of campus actually is twofold. I love to eat, so the cafeteria is my favorite place to be, especially on Wednesdays for Fried Chicken Wednesday. And the second place I like to go to is the gym. I love sports, so I was faithfully there at every home game we had. Go Trojans, woo woo!
So I'm actually on the same page as Shaketa. Just any place where there's food on campus is my favorite place to be. And I actually had the lovely, pleasant surprise of going into the EIT building, or the Engineering Information Technology building, and finding they have a little sub shop down kind of almost hidden away. And I discovered that one day, and it was just the most amazing discovery on campus. And so that started to become kind of a favorite little hangout spot. They also have some seating, just a little nice seating area over there.
So that sub shop must be like the best place ever.
I will have to check that out. I haven't checked it out yet. So I'll mix things up a little bit. I don't think anyone's mentioned really outdoor spaces yet. And so some of those I would say are my favorites on campus. So we have a beautiful walking trail that goes right along a creek bed. I think that is just absolutely gorgeous. And there's also this area right in front of Ross Hall that just has a lot of really tall old pine trees. And I think that's just a really peaceful place to be too.
Has anyone ever gone fishing in Coleman Creek?
No.
Not intentionally, no.
For all of you new students out there, I've definitely heard a few stories, so that might be something worth checking out. All right, well, let's switch gears a little bit and talk business. What are your top tips for students? They're coming in to be advised. They are learning everything for the first time. What tips can you give them to succeed?
Okay, I went last time, so I'll go first this time. So I think the thing that I would say the most is communication. And so that's communicating with your instructors, it's communicating with your advisors, it's communicating with any mentors that you have on campus. And this is about anything. So if you're confused in class, if you're falling behind, if you feel like you need some help, but you're not even sure who to go to, just talk to somebody about it, because anyone on campus is going to help connect you with the right resources, but we don't know that you need the help unless you let us know. So just make sure that you communicate, and before it becomes a huge problem, we can help you when it's just kind of an inkling of a problem. So don't hold back.
I guess I'll add to that. I was going to say, as Director of Student Services, one of our main roles is to help students get connected to advisors, to other, counseling, writing center, tutoring. And I believe we will be able to include our contact information within this video so that you know how to reach us. But I just want to encourage you to please don't be shy to reach out to one of us, and we will definitely help you with any general questions or just getting connected to the appropriate department on campus.
I would give some best tips. Some of the best tips I would say to the new freshman students or new transfers on campus: make sure you check your email daily. I know majority of the faculty, staff, administrators on campus stress checking your UA Little Rock email. So just check that daily. Updates, announcements, events, just to stay connected. Just check your UA Little Rock email daily.
I agree with all of that. And I would add, just a similar theme: ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Other people have the same questions in their head. So if you voice it, then you're going to help others out too. And again, don't hesitate to reach out if you need help, and read your syllabus in all of your classes.
Wise words. So, all of us work in student services, student affairs kind of environment with academics mixed in, and you're kind of that bridge for students to get them registered, but also understand what that means and what that process looks like. So what made you want to work in the area that you're in? What made you want to be a director of advising?
I guess I'll start first. Basically, I love helping students. I am very student focused, student centered, and being director for student services for College of Business, Health, and Human Services. I think it's just an amazing job to help you and to bridge you from class to out of class activities, just keeping you more focused on student services and what type of resources and assistance we have, just to provide wraparound services from the academic side. So I chose Director of Student Services, or UA Little Rock chose me, was to help bridge that gap with the students in academics and extracurricular activities. So
I'll go next. I always knew that I wanted to have a career and a job that meant something to me, that was important. And that's an important thing to ask yourself too when you're in school, is what is it that you're wanting to do? What ultimate thing are you wanting to get out of your education? And so, getting to work with college students, it's, they're doing so many different amazing things and overcoming challenges and having all these great plans and ideas. And it's like I get to be a little part of that, just working here, but also I just love to help them and talk with them.
I guess I will go. So I have always been an academic person. I love learning, loved school. And I guess before I never thought that, I don't know, I guess I always thought the university is kind of a means to a career, but I never thought of it as actually me having a career within university. But a few years ago, I had my first position as an academic advisor, and it just felt so right to me, so at home, to be able to be that support system for students as they navigate their own academic career, and just being able to continue to be in an academic environment. So it's just fitting for kind of my personality in terms of just loving learning and being a lifelong learner and being an academic, and then helping students find that passion and that love as well.
So I think my experience isn't dissimilar from others in the group here. I was lucky as an undergraduate student to just really grow and develop a lot. Like the person that I was at the beginning, sure, all the core values were still the same at the end, but I had so much more confidence, so many more skill sets, so much more knowledge than I had before. And part of that came from the classroom, but a large portion of it came from my extracurricular activities. So working in honor societies and other student organizations, working as a tour guide for admissions on campus. And all of those different opportunities allowed me to interact with professionals who worked on the campus, who really just cared about my growth and development. You know, they cared about not only my organization doing the most that it could possibly do, but also me getting the most out of the experience that I possibly could. And so as I continued to think and reflect about what I wanted to do with my career, I kept coming back to those experiences and how I wanted to be a part of those growth opportunities for others. And I think being in academic advising, especially when we offer the different resources that we do of helping you to really explore your interests and your careers, we really help students to identify and solidify their goals and then figure out what steps they can take to move forward with those. And we get to be a part of that journey. And I just think that's the best thing in the world.
And it sounds like all y'all just love working with students. So I think that's important that new students and current students know, is that we love our jobs. We like meeting you. So reach out, ask questions. So speaking of reaching out and asking questions and getting all the good stuff, what resources are in your individual academic colleges? What can you do for students?
I'll go first. Okay, so in the STEM college, we have a lot of resources. You know, we have some difficult majors, so we do provide free tutoring for any lower level course, and our tutoring is provided by students who are ambassadors. And so that's another resource that not only do you have fellow students you can reach out to, but you someday can become an ambassador yourself and help out other students. And those are two great programs. We also have a very good career fair that we offer once or twice a year, depending. And then we also do a student org fair at the beginning of the semester, just to kind of introduce you to all the different STEM student orgs that exist on campus, and there's a lot of them. So we try to offer as many opportunities as possible. We make sure I got all of them. Yeah, I think that's it.
I guess I'll go next. So we, in the College of Humanities, Arts, Social Sciences, and Education, also called CHASE for short, so I'll probably just say CHASE. We have in Ross Hall on the first floor, Suite 120, is our new Student Success Center. That is where I am located, as well as the two professional advisors who I supervise over. We are available if you have just any general questions or just need to know where something around campus is, or just getting connected to the right office. You are welcome to stop in and see us, and we can help you with that. We also have, a writing center. So if you need any assistance with, having to write a paper, or maybe you have to write a speech, we can offer that assistance. And then this kind of speaks to all the colleges, but I just wanted to be sure to put it out there, is that we have the university care team. On this team, actually everyone I think pretty much in this group is on the care team, but it's basically comprised of individuals in all the major offices around campus: counseling, financial aid, housing, the colleges. So if you are struggling in any way, have any academic concern, mental or physical health concern, just need to speak with someone, there is this referral process that will notify the care team, and we can reach out to you.
Okay, within the College of Business, Health, and Human Services, or CBHHS for short, we have several resources as well. And differing from the other colleges, we do have a student support specialist who meets with the students to support their need in the following areas, such as academic challenges, emotional distress, family life work balances, financial hardship, and to also connect you to university and community resource needs. So we have a student support specialist that is there for you in your time of need and trying to, accomplish your dream of graduating college. So we have the student support specialist. We also have a director for student and career services, which is Ms. Shannon Gwynn, and she puts on the college career fairs and workshops, resume writing, resume critiques, mock interviews. We'll have a lot of that going on this semester. So I'm excited once again, to see you guys on campus. We offer other resources. We partner up with other departments on campus, counseling, disability resource centers, TRIO. We also refer you to other tutoring centers on campus as well. So thank you.
Okay, awesome. That's a lot of really good information. Now, as we're kind of finishing up, what is one thing you wish students knew before they came to you for their advising appointment? Or just one thing overall you wish students knew about advising?
I'll go first again. Okay. I would say, and I don't get to advise anymore, but when I used to, and I think this is still important, students should be prepared as much as possible. You're going to get lots of tools and lots of information to understand your major and the requirements. So treat your advising appointment like you're going to class. And so the more prepared you are, the more you're going to get out of it, the better questions you're going to be able to ask. And so, go in kind of knowing some things and having some questions, and have it be more of a conversation, a two-way street, rather than just you sitting there listening to someone else tell you what to do.
I'll kind of add on to what Erin said. I think it's important to treat your advising appointment like you would a doctor's appointment, that's a commitment that you should keep. I can't tell you, I understand that things happen, and we as advisors understand that, but it's important that you communicate when you're going to have something come up and you need to reschedule, so that you can facilitate that with your advisor and not leave that person hanging, and so that they can then use that time slot for another student. So that's what I would say. If you need to reschedule, please just reach out to your advisor beforehand the best that you can, and let them know what's going on. Try to keep your commitment, and rather than just not showing up for your appointment, just out of respect for the advisor and the advisor's time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll go next. So I agree with what's been said so far. I think something else that I'd like to add is that just to realize how much your advisor cares about you as a person and your academic journey, and just kind of understand that your advisor is going to support you, but they're also going to be there to challenge you and to push you. So just sort of be prepared for that. So they're going to, have high expectations for you. They're going to hold you to those. If you set goals for yourself, they're going to check in with you on those. If you're not meeting those goals, they're going to ask, why? Have your goals changed? Or do we need to change the path to reach those goals? But just kind of keep that in mind, that they're always there to support you, but also to challenge you to be the best version of yourself that you possibly can be.
And also, just to add on to what the other directors have said, also know that your advisors are here, like they said, as a support system. I've received numerous calls of new freshmen, new transfers, and I'm like, didn't you just talk to your advisor like earlier this morning? And they like, yeah. I'm like, so just make sure you know that they're there to support you, and to also get all your questions out within your advising appointment. So if I was you, to prepare before your advising appointment, write some questions out. They're there especially to help you through this journey, just like we are here to help you through this journey. So just, prepare yourself like the other directors have said, and to ask any and all questions that you may have during that advising appointment. So just thanks.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies. Those are some good tips. So once again, if you are looking to register for orientation, register for classes, you can kick the whole process off by going to www.ualr.edu/new students with an S. So ualr.edu/new students. You're going to register for orientation. That's going to be step 1. Step 2 is to complete your Blackboard pre-advising modules, which is our online learning system for new students. It's a great way for also you to familiarize yourself with online classes. So that's a similar system that we'll use. And then step 3 is we reach out to you. So it's easy as pie. You just got to follow those 3 simple steps. But ladies, thank you so much for joining us today. It was a real pleasure to talk to you. And if you have any questions, how do we get in touch with you?
All right, I'll go first. Chiquetta, Director of Student Services. I am located in the Reynolds Building on campus in Suite 109C, which is the Center for Student and Career Services.
Okay, I'll go next. To get a hold of Trojan Academic Advising, the easiest way is to either shoot us an email or give us a phone call. And so our email address is really easy. It's advising@ualr.edu. So just advising@ualr.edu. And then the phone number is 501-569-3386.
Well,
Honestly, email is a great way to get a hold of me because I check it all the time, even on the weekends. So my email address is eeflowers, so that's EEFLOWERS @ualr.edu, and I look forward to hearing from you.
so I am located in Ross Hall, again, Suite 120. It's on the first floor. So you're welcome. When students start coming back to campus, we will have that location open if you want to come visit us. Other than that, like Erin said, email is the best way to probably reach me right now. So I was going to say I could spell out my email in here, but I have such a long last name that it may be better if there's some way that we can include our contact information with this video. Maybe the best way to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you again very much. If you're not sure what academic college you fall into, then you can also email new students at ualr.edu. We'd be happy to help you with anything for the new student onboarding process and just everything you need to know to become a Trojan. Thank you for joining us today. And we're here to help you. So if you have any questions, let us know. Other than that, have a great day. Bye.